Alright, what's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with Sportsbizmusic, the podcast, episode 33. And I got a special guest, Peso. What's going on with you, bro?
What's going on? It's Peso. You already know what it is. Hey, it's your boy. I'm coming here from Broward County. You know what I mean? Repping borderboyp BB. You feel me? Shout out my dogs, Riosco, ABM Sage, the Shea Escobar, Young Sam, One Way D, the whole borderboy movement, you feel me?
That's what's up, man. So, I ask everyone this question, whether they artists or businessmen, whatever, or businesswomen. Where did the passion for music start from?
Honestly, bro, I always had a passion for music. Like, I always loved music. I love, hearing it. I love the beats. I love different rhythms. And I know my mom always would tell me, like, when I was a kid, like, she would be like, hey, you used to always be in the back seat bumping and stuff. She was like, hey, you used to be in the backseat of the car, she just be bouncing and stuff. I was like, that's my shit, you feel me? But, like, I always loved music, bro. It's just, nowadays, like, in my recent, situations and just as time progressed, I had a lot more opportunities. I met more people in music, so I just, was like, all right, let's pursue it.
So what was the age where you, started saying, like, all right, I want to, like, make music?
I'll probably say, like, 20. Like, when I was 20, I just kind of not dropped out of college, but I pretty much, like, stopped going to school. And then, like, I just got kind of introduced to different crowds of people. They linked me in with people at studios. They were like, yo, you got a story to tell and shit. So I was like, all right, for sure. I'm gonna try it out. And that's what I did. But I'm not gonna lie, like, last year, I kind of took, like, an intermission, probably towards around this time, probably, like, April. I took an intermission and, like, about until, like, September. And then I was like, like, when I got back September, I was like, all right, for sure. Like, I'm going to, pursue it, like, for real. And that's when I started kind of, like, meeting. I met this dude, and he was kind of like a sponsor for me. He got me a part of his group. It was DBA at the time. I really don't associate with him like that no more, you feel me?
Why not? Like, you just grew up apart of it?
I grew apart from it, and then plus I felt like what they were asking me to do was almost like, kind of like, they were expecting too much from me and not giving enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like, it wasn't an equal relationship. You feel me? So, that's why I kind of broke apart, and that's when I started doing my own thing, and that's why I started BBE, Borderboy Entertainment. And right now I have literally like 4 different artists in all different styles. Like, I have my boy Riosco, like I was talking about. He's a Latin artist. He's like a Bad Bunny from Puerto Rico. So he does his thing, and we trying to get an international type thing. Like, he's hopping on a song today I made called Drip.
Yeah. And
that right there is a banger. Like, it's a banger, And he gonna hop on it with that kind of that Latin flair to it. So it's gonna be a crossover hit. It's gonna cross some international borders, like I was saying. And my boy ABM Sage, kind of like a Currency type. He kind of got that like that Smoke One type.
Yeah, that laid back.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, kind of, you feel me? And my boy the Shea, he got that like straight like struggle type, like gutter type rap that's like lit though. He be saying shit. He's not like that's like that mumble rap shit, you feel me? And then we got One Way. He's like the producer of everything, fast music. Also check out If It Ain't Fast It's Ass Volume 1. We got artists featuring from all over the country, like all the way from Cali to the Midwest to the East Coast, you feel me? So fuck with that too. But everybody on the movement, we just trying to do our thing. We just trying to make it. We trying to make good music, and we in it for the longevity. We not really in it just for a year, 2 years. We in this shit for the long haul. You feel me?
So after you broke up with the label you was with before, Explain to the people, especially like up and coming artists, that's that's going to the independent or want to stay in the independent road, in the industry. Explain to them like the process of like creating your own label and pretty much recruiting artists.
Exactly. What I can say is you can't just recruit any and everybody. You gotta definitely recruit someone that's gonna be loyal, bring something to the table, actually have a work ethic, and really try to really create that dream that you want to create. Like, I want to create a Border Boy entertainment dream movement. Like, I want to start this shit, make it big. Like, you know what I mean? Had this shit like NWA, motherfucking Our Future, Wolfgang, Kill 'Em All, motherfucking all that shit. You know what I mean? But in our flair, like, we coming in here with different artists, like I was saying. But you gotta have a team that's gonna be willing to add all the attributes, all the resources, all the mentality, everything together to make one like collective unit. You feel me? Like, you can't just try to fund something and don't really promote it, or like, you know what I mean? Because that's what was going on really with the other people that I was fucking with. They would, they would fund me, they would get me studio time, they would get me mastering, they'll get me all that kind of stuff. But it's just like, you can't do it all by yourself. Like, people, I think that's kind of a misconception. Like, that's why, like, when I first started out in music, I progressed so much by myself, but it takes a team, honestly, to get to that next level. And that's just the bottom line. Like, you can do it by yourself, it's just going to be a lot harder, and it's going to take you longer to grow. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, if you get your team together, shit's just going to flow like water, pretty much. You feel me?
But, one of the things that I realized that a lot of artists don't want to sign to another artist because of, the artist that's managing them, could have problems with, their ego. So for when you had signed, there's about 4 artists that's under you, right?
Yeah, but see, the one thing though I want to do is say though, I don't have them under no contracts. Like,
it's like loyalty.
It's just loyalty. You know what I mean? That's why I say that's where you gotta take baby steps. Like, I wouldn't even want them to sign to me, because if I have them to sign to me, that means I'm obligated to them as well. Like, to bring forth something like, I'm gonna pay for your fucking studio time, or I'm gonna pay for this, and that, and the other. Like, thank God I didn't have to sign with the DBA. It was just kind of a word thing, like, all right, I'm gonna do this, you do this for me. But once they break agreements, you kind of already break that trust, within me. But that's one thing that I learned from them to not do with my artists. I support my artists, I advertise them on my page. We're doing collaborations. I'm gonna try to push them. Like, I have a song, Fake Love, coming out right now. Coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna get a visual done as well for it tomorrow. Like, they gonna get a shout out when I drop that shit. Like, it's gonna be a whole movement. Like, nobody is greater than nobody. Everybody's on equal playing field, and everybody, everybody finna eat. That's just how it is with me. Like, that's how I just think. You feel me? Like,
yeah, because that's different, and I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the from what I remember, I think Ludacris' manager to this day have no like contract between the two. Like, Ludacris had one of the biggest contracts. He had like a $70 million deal with Def Jam, and his manager to this day don't have like a contract with him. Like, his loyalty. So I'm pretty sure he eating anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
everybody eating.
So that's a great message, even to like the up and coming people that's trying to create record labels and things of that, because they don't understand that it's not just about the paper, and the contracts and stuff like that. It's also about like loyalty. It's a lot of, you want longevity, like you said before the podcast.
Exactly.
Like, you want to have that longevity, and a lot of artists don't, especially in our generation, they don't. Yeah, they don't see that. They want the quick money, and they want to have these hits, and
that's why they ask me going broke, bro. Yeah. Like, it's just, something that I know I'm starting to BB. Like, I got my BB movement, you feel me? But, like, to be honest, like, I wouldn't want to sign to a label. Like, I have somebody that's and for my church, he's a CEO of Slip and Slide. And he has his record deals, and he has his different record label.
Talking about Ted Lucas?
Yeah, Ted Lucas.
Ted Lucas.
That man, he go to my church. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I got his number, his email. I've been in contact with this man, all that kind of stuff. Like he's saying that social media is a big part, which it is. Like nowadays, like shit, people getting deals strictly off of social media. Shit, you got a nigga Rice Gum getting the platinum hit, and this man is a YouTuber. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody will sign him over me just because he has that automatic fan base. Like, even though he really has no musical talent, but he has that fan base, he has all that kind of stuff already going. But long story short, he was saying we can work something out once you get your social media like up and stuff like that, because I only have like 3,600 followers on my social media. But he was saying once you get that a little bit higher, you know, we can work something out. After thinking about it more, it's almost better to get your own stuff started and have those venues you can rent out, and those like venues you can like manifest, make money off of. Like you get your own little fan base, even if you start underground or something like that. You know what I mean? And then you just go from there and try to get maybe mainstream by commercializing yourself, get on the radio. Like that's a big goal of mine for Fake Love. I want that to be on the radio. I already have some contacts with shit like that, like with like Atlanta radio, LA radios and shit like that. Trying to get it there, you know what I mean? But it's just about how you move and how you want to go about it. You can be a person that gets advanced $1 million, $2 million, but that's money that you don't even really own. Like you own it, it's fiscally in your hand. But it's like
a loan.
Exactly, it's a loan. You know, you got to manifest that money, and a lot of artists, they end up going in debt or being slaves to a label. Like you hear in these fucking songs all the time. Shit, Kanye. I mean, Kanye, he tripping lately. Like that nigga.
Yeah, he been on.
He be tripping.
I'm still gonna listen to Graduation.
I was about to say shit. That's still my nigga though. Shit, he be snapping, but
I think I not to cut you off, but I think that's because he got albums coming out. Like he got his album, he got Pusha T album, he got Nas album, he got Tiana Taylor album coming on. So I think he honestly doing that on purpose.
Yeah, he try to be relevant still.
I mean, he don't need to do that.
I was about to say he got talent, like bad talent, but but see, that's what I feel like this generation though is, and I'm not saying I'm some old head because I'm 22 years old, but I got a lot of like my homies and shit right now. They all sound the same, like they all doing that. It's just that same, and it's a lot of auto-tune and shit. You know, everybody using auto-tune now and shit. Like like. It's nothing against that. Get your fucking money. Get what's going to get you fans. Like, get what's going to do that. But just think about something. Like, I want to make music that everybody's going to want to listen to. Everyone's going to want to relate to. If everyone's rapping about the same shit, killing, drug dealing, extortion, fucking all the just crazy shit. It gets boring. Everybody rapping about the same shit. No one's gonna let you gonna have people get hyped to it and shit. But to be honest, what audience are you really reaching out to? Like, what's gonna be a loyal fan base? What's gonna be a fan base to where it's gonna be bigger than just one selective group? Like that's my goal. Cause like Fake Love, I've been getting hella feedback. Everybody's fucking with it. They're like, bro, like I feel this shit. Like, yo, it's relatable. Like, I feel like that's what I'm trying to do. I want that song to where motherfuckers on the bus that's 40 years old, they hear that bit on the bus, they're like, all right, damn, okay, Fake Love, They hearing that shit and they're like, all right, I'm vibing to this. I want the kid that's he's an up-and-coming artist, 15 years old, bro, you know what I mean? And he's listening to that song, he's like, man, damn, like this shit right here, I feel this shit. Like I really feel it. Like, you know what I